6 tonight.
A Bartlesville couple is already planning a return trip to Egypt 2 weeks after surviving a bus crash that killed 8 Americans. John and Helen Vanderveen have bumps and bruises, but News on 6 reporter Dan Bewley shows us this resilient couple is ready to travel once again. New at 9.
They're smiling, they're together, and they're home.
I think we're very, very lucky.
Helen and John Vanderveen were on board this tour bus the day after Christmas, on their way to the Abu Simbel statues in Egypt when it crashed into a dump truck. 8 American tourists were killed.
And it was chaos because of the way the bus was, but people were not screaming, they were not shouting.
The Vanderveens were asleep and sitting on the side opposite of the crash. Helen suffered a few cuts on her forehead, bruises on her face, and a black eye. John's jaw was broken in 2 places. It'll be wired shut for another 6 weeks. The crash quickly made international news, and images of the Oklahoma couple were splashed across the world. But the Vanderveens had no idea. They weren't even going to call their children. That would soon change.
We didn't think it was an international story.
We were hugged by a woman in Frankfurt at the airport and said, "Thank God you survived." They recognized us.
Well, we both looked bad because the bruises were bigger.
The Vanderveens don't normally buy travel insurance, but they did this time out of security concerns. And they say the next time they're definitely going to buy insurance, and they're definitely going to go back.
Usually I finish everything I start, and I haven't seen that statue.
The Vanderveens say it was a vacation they'll never forget, but mostly because of the way their fellow travelers handled the tragic turn of events.
Most of these people were extremely mature, even though they had losses that were hard on them. They were reaching out to other people, trying to do what they could. That's a good experience.
Dan Bewley, News on 6 tonight.